Alright, let's see. Hello. Hello, good evening, morning, noon, afternoon, whatever the time is. In different places of the world. As per usual, I'm gonna check that I am actually recording as I should. Seems alright. Seems alright. Yep. Yeah, so welcome to another entire retreat live stream. Yeah, trying out the water, so to say. And we're gonna continue along the series a flight phobic learns to fly. So that is what we are doing today. The title is more or less self-explanatory. Yep. Traumatized man from Finland. A lighthearted statement, of course, but I really got intrigued by the artificial intelligence coupled with the simulation aspect of this game, and hence I am doing this series. Yeah, sorry. So, without further ado, where should I go? I'm actually at the same location. I think training menu is the right one. But let's bring AI Sky with us, as it is so good at assisting with this kind of content. Just a moment. Hopefully everything's working as it should. That's sometimes or always an exciting part of starting a stream, even though I'm checking there may be surprises. Sky. No. It's like shouting for a dog that is outside and doesn't want to come back back inside. Sky. Oh, let's see. Maybe now? What's the matter? Sky, can you hear me? Are you with us, Sky? And are my volume levels alright?
I'm here with you guys.
Oh?
As for your volume levels, I can't directly hear them, but if you're using your usual setup, I bet you're solid. Just make sure the levels in OBS aren't peaking and double check with your audience to see if everything sounds crisp. How are things feeling on your end?
I'm struggling to monitor you. My volume levels are alright. Could you, Sky, say something funny for our audience?
Oh, absolutely. Alright, folks, here's one for you. Why don't airplanes ever get lost? Because even when they take a wrong turn, they're still plain to see. I'll be here all flight
Why
long,
isn't it
folks.
working?
Keep those
Lock
tray
volume.
tables up and enjoy the ride with entire retreat.
Yeah, for some reason, even though... Why isn't it recognizing my normal setup?
Sounds like something's cutting off. What's going on? Are you having trouble
I'm
with your
not
monitoring
sure. I'm
setup?
not sure, AI
This
Sky.
game's being tricky.
It's always something. I'm not sure why. I should have...
It's always something with tech, right? One moment you're cruising smoothly and the next, bam! Something decides to glitch out. What's giving you the most trouble right now? Maybe we can troubleshoot it together.
Yeah, hopefully. You are not reacting to... Oh, it's now reacting. Hello. Sorry for bumping the microphone.
Anytime. I'm here whenever you need a co-pilot through the tech turbulence.
Let's see. Let's see. Let's see.
All right, I'm buckled in and ready.
Oh, for some
What
reason.
are we checking out?
All right, now. No.
Oh, sounds like something's not going to plan. What's up?
Yeah, it's working now. I had the gain.
Just
For some
hanging
reason.
out, flying through the
Yeah, yeah.
virtual skies with
Yeah.
you.
Calm down, Sky. Yeah, sorry for the technical difficulties, but I have at some point adjusted the gain to 0. Don't know when. But now it seems to be more or less correct. Yeah, alright, let's try the volume levels out. Sky, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Ode, what's the situation? Something still acting up?
Yeah,
So what's the next move? Something still on your mind?
No, say something funny, please. I'm gonna check the audio levels.
All right, here's one for you. Why did the airplane break up with the helicopter? Because it felt like their relationship was just up in the air. Boom. How's that for a sound check?
Yeah, you are on the money today, yeah. Alright.
Haha, glad I'm hitting the mark. Let's keep things smooth and steady. How's it sounding now?
I think it's as it should be. Yeah. Say
Perfect.
testing a couple.
Sounds like we're cleared for takeoff then. Ready to dive into the next part of the adventure?
Yep. I think so. Once more. Say testing a couple of times, if you may so, AI Sky. Just double and triple and quadruple checking here.
You got it. Testing. How's that sounding now, Ode? All levels good across the board?
Yes. That's good.
Nice.
And we have
Looks like we're all
remote
set
play
then.
video on.
Let's
and
keep
yeah.
this flight smooth. What's
remote
next on
play.
the itinerary?
We are continuing the podcast. Podcast. I mean, this is a live stream series this time. I'm not gonna record this as a podcast, as I think the format is not suitable for pure audio, maybe. So this is gonna be with gameplay. And again, the name of it is Flightphobic Learns to Fly. Yeah, as I said, a self-explanatory name before things got messy with the gain here. But yeah, we have gone through basic handling and takeoff landing in Microsoft Flight Simulator, the 2020 model, and now it's VFR navigation. Yeah, so we're gonna use a map today, I am guessing, let's just jump in. I also adjusted the volume levels on the game, so let's see. I maybe have to check myself. Yeah, that they are alright, because last time
Sounds like a solid plan, Ode.
I noticed
VFR navigation is going to be fun. Getting a feel for those maps and landmarks. No autopilot to lean on this time, just your eyes and the horizon. Hopefully, the volume
more or less.
adjustments will keep everything balanced, but I'm sure you've got it covered.
sorry for
Ready for some good old
clearing
fashioned
my
map
throat
following?
here. Well, I think soon I'm gonna actually open the live stream myself, just to make sure that you are not hearing the what's the word, the instructor in the game too loud. So see if I
Gotcha.
can
Just
find
making sure
it
there's no
fast.
echo or game audio bleeding through, right? Take your time with it. Better to catch that stuff before diving fully in. I'll just sit tight and be ready when you are.
Yeah, in general, yeah, bleeding through and such. I have a good setup, I think, but just gonna see. And if you are in the chat, you can write there, yeah, in the chat section that it's too loud. But hopefully the AIs and this instructor that is now talking is balanced. I'm gonna pause AI Sky. All right. This may be looping a little now when I put on some. Alright. Looking on my tablet on the same time just to check that. I'm gonna put it slightly higher. The decibels. Let's try this. Maybe that's better. Continuing.
Okay, you can take off whenever you're ready.
I can take off whenever. That's better. Okay. Continuing. Yeah, let's leave it at that. It could be maybe slightly higher the volume on the instructor in the game, but I'm not sure about the engine noises, so I have to check that also whilst I'm doing this. So yeah, I kind of lost myself here as I was messing about with the audio levels, but I'm sure the game's gonna say to me what I should do. Navlog, yeah, from Sedona. We are again at Sedona Airfield. Um, and alright, we have number 1, we have name, we have heading in degrees, we have distance in nautical miles, and we have estimated time of arrival ETE in minutes and seconds. So yeah, I'm gonna bring back AI Sky on the same time. Let's start this. Oh, or should we actually fly up first? Yeah, Sky, could you help me with this? I was messing about with the volume levels at the same time, but I have a navlog in front of me, and I kind of missed the instructor's instructions.
Of course, let's get you back on track.
And the
If
weather
you've got the
one is
navlog, we're probably about to start the VFR navigation part.
Yep, I
Typically,
think
the
so.
instructor would have gone over how to use visual cues like rivers, roads, or even mountain ranges to stay on course. You'll want to keep referencing that navlog and your compass heading along with the landmarks. Let's get the plane up first. Start with a standard takeoff procedure. Check your airspeed, pull up gently once you're at rotation speed, and aim to climb steadily. Once you're in the air, we'll get into the navigation piece and figure out your next waypoints using the map.
Okay, so I should
Do you
first.
remember what
Oh.
altitude they were suggesting?
Mm.
And what direction we're heading?
Oh,
I'll help you plot it
a
out.
lot of questions. Oh my, oh my. Yeah. I have written down. We are in the navlog. Starting from Sedona Airport, and it's to Flagstaff, and the distance should be 21.01 nautical miles. The first etap or trip, I guess. The first part is POI1. That's Papa Ode, India 1, and heading is 42 degrees. The distance in the first part is 8.85 nautical miles, and the ETE or estimated time of arrival should be 4 minutes 57 seconds. But and there I have a timer I can reset and start on the bottom. Yeah, the second part is then from Munz Park Golf Course. That's KFLG. The heading is 345 degrees. That's 12.60 nautical miles, and ETE is 6.45 seconds. So there are two two trips in front of me. But should I press start immediately, or should I just take off first? I see in the right upper corner it says take off, so I guess that's the first thing to do. Um, yep. Bear with me if you are an expert or know something about something about flying, because that is more than me. Yeah. Be gentle, so to say. I am absolutely clueless, but still, for real, try to understand. I said in the first stream that I have a mechanical background, so I feel confident in understanding if I take the time to do so. How should I put this? Like this, maybe? Okay, so take off, I guess.
You're right on track, Ode. Let's keep it simple. First, take off from Sedona and make sure you're climbing steadily. Once you're airborne and stable, then you can reset and start the timer for the first leg towards POI 1. It's always better to focus on getting in the air first, then worry about the timing and navigation once you've got some altitude. After takeoff, aim for 42 degrees on your heading and start your timer. Remember to check your altitude, steady, and glance at the nav log when needed. You've got this. It's all about taking it one step at a time.
So first airborne,
and
42
don't
degrees.
worry, with your mechanical background, you'll understand more than you think. When you're ready to transition to the second leg, I'll guide you there. Let's fly.
Yeah, we took off right now. Heading is 20 degrees approximately, so 42. Yeah, I'm gonna take off first and climb. Oh, now the lady is talking again.
Great job, Ode.
Okay, and
focus on your climb for now, and when you're stable, gently adjust to
75
that
knots.
42-degree heading. Keep your climb smooth, and don't worry too much about small variations. It's all about staying in control and on course.
Yeah, sorry, I'm gonna pause here, guys, so I can hear the lady talking, the instructor. So 75 knots, we are at 80 knots. You can see it there, 80, analog meter. And we're climbing, where's the altitude meter? There. So we are now at 520, no sorry, 5,300 now coming up, alright? We're heading for 5,700. I have full throttle because this airplane is not climbing if I don't have full throttle. 75 knots still, yes, good. And we're gonna head for the end of upwind leg, yeah, about 0.3 nautical miles away. You can see it in the upper part of the screen. Oh, too slow. Let's see if we can get a pass. Left. Left, alright. Where's the airport? It's dead behind us. Or straight behind us.
Maintain 75 knots.
Yeah, I'm trying. I think I have full throttle, yeah? Okay, now 70. I am at 5,800 feet almost, so I guess that's alright. Reach the end. Where are we going? I'm looking for a symbol in the sky, so reach the end of the crosswind leg and 6,500 feet, so we're gonna climb a little more. We're at 6,000 now so far. Oh, I saw the symbol. Maintain 75 knots, yeah, and climb. Yeah, we're climbing slow. Good. Many instruments, yeah. Yes, Sky, there's many instruments to follow.
75 knots.
Yeah, oh, too slow. 75. 6,500
Oh yeah, it can
feet.
feel like you're in the cockpit of a spaceship with all those dials and gauges.
Yeah, exactly.
But no worries, just focus on the essentials for now. Your airspeed, altitude, and heading indicator.
Yeah, 70
everything
knots.
else can be checked once you're feeling steady. Just take it one step at a time. You'll
should
get
I-
more comfortable
Oh,
with
I
the
should
instruments
turn.
as you keep flying.
Yeah. I
Feeling
saw
more in
that.
control now?
Nope, absolutely not. I'm not in control, but getting there hopefully.
To ensure accurate navigation,
Haha, fair enough. It's like wrangling a wild horse at first, but you'll tame it soon enough. Just keep your eyes on that heading and try to get a feel for the plane's reactions. Small adjustments,
Above
no
the
rush.
airport.
You'll get there, bit by bit. Let me know when you're feeling a little more in control, and we can tackle that next leg of the journey. You're doing great.
Yeah, 6,500 feet. That's yeah. Don't climb anymore. I am now at 6,500, 6,600 almost. Let's go down to 6,500. Position aircraft above runway center. So that's the departure position, about 1 nautical mile away. Take a 41-degree heading. Yeah, heading is here. That we learned from the earlier instructor classes here. So
Nice work, Ode. You're really getting the hang of it.
is this
At
41?
6,500 feet, you're in a great position. Just settle
33.
in and hold that altitude. Now, about that 41-degree heading, you've got
Oh.
it.
Oh,
Small
you're excited.
corrections, and
AI
you'll be right
Sky
on
is
track. Remember,
excited.
smooth is key. Once you're happy with your heading and altitude, it's all about maintaining and keeping an eye on your
missed the-
nav log and
I
timer.
missed the fudging.
How's it feeling now?
departure
Starting to get a
position.
bit more control.
Yeah, I missed the. What should I do? Should I loop around? Take a right turn? Hold. Position aircraft. Did I miss it?
No worries, Ode. If you missed your heading, don't stress.
What?
You can
41.
make a right turn to get back
Now
on course.
Became green.
A gentle turn to the right until you're back on that 42-degree heading should do the trick. No need to loop around unless you really overshot by a long way.
Yeah,
Just ease into the turn
I overshot.
and keep an eye on your heading indicator.
I'm clueless.
Once you're
What's
lined
happening?
up, straighten out and hold your altitude. Got plenty of time to adjust.
yeah.
So no rush.
Yeah,
How's
no
the
rush.
turn going?
No rush. Yep. On the meantime, when I take a loop around and try to get back to the departure position, could you tell us about Sanoma in general here around the airfield? You said last time there's indigenous people that lived here, but we kind of left it there. It was general. So yeah, could you do a short deep dive into the area and what makes the area itself? What's the things that makes it special? Where's the runway? There? Could I just... Oh, this is quite kind of violent. Let's see if I manage to do this.
Absolutely. Let's take a little dive into the Sedona area while you loop around.
Yeah, entertain our
Sedona is
audience.
known for its striking red rock formations, which are absolutely stunning from the air and the ground.
Oh,
The whole region is
you're
part of what's
passionate
called
today.
the Coconino
Excited.
National Forest, and these formations are millions of years old, shaped by erosion over time. The unique colors come from iron oxide in the rocks, giving it that iconic reddish hue. Historically,
Iron
the area was
oxide.
home to indigenous people, particularly the Sinagua, who lived here from around 600 CE to the early 1400s. They were known for building impressive cliff dwellings and pueblos, many of which can still be seen nearby. Montezuma Castle is a prime example, though it's a bit southeast of Sedona. The Sinagua people farmed in the area, growing corn, beans, and squash, and lived in harmony with the land. One of the things that makes Sedona particularly special today is its reputation as a spiritual center. Like, people flock here for its so-called energy vortexes. Places where it's said
Energy
that the Earth's
vortexes.
energy is particularly strong
lady is
and
not happy with
positive.
me.
Whether you buy into that or not, there's no denying the beauty and tranquility of the landscape. It's also a hotspot for artists, outdoor enthusiasts, and those seeking a bit of peace and reflection in nature. And of course, flying over Sedona in the simulator, you really get a sense of how wild and untouched much of the landscape still feels. How's the loop going? Ready to realign with your heading?
Yeah, I think we are now above the airfield. I guess I can now turn, try to maintain 6,500 here on this dial. And was the take a 41-degree heading. So that's 30, coming to 33. I guess that's almost north. What's a 41-degree heading on the compass, AI Sky? Is it just left of north somewhere? Or it's too high up?
Yep, you're right. A
Like
41-degree heading is just a bit to the right of north, about halfway
left.
between true north, 0 degrees, and northeast, 45 degrees. So
Is
you'll
it
want to
so?
slowly turn right until your compass lines up just a bit
Okay,
to the right
let's
of
trust
north
the AI.
at that sweet 41-degree
I'm
mark.
at 7,000 feet, I'm too
Sounds
high.
like you're nearly there. Keep an eye
yeah.
on that
So
heading
lowering
indicator
down.
and your altitude. You're handling this like a pro. How's it feeling up there now?
Are you sure it's northeast somewhere? Oh yeah, green. You are right. So yeah, okay. Don't don't underestimate the power of the AI. So there's 41 degrees. Uh, but I'm too high.
Yeah.
68.
Never doubt the power of the AI compass wielder.
No, no.
Looks like you've got it now.
Not ever again.
41 degrees locked
Never
in.
ever.
You're cruising in the right direction, nice and steady. How's it feeling with everything in place now? Ready to start the timer and fly this first leg?
No, I think. Oh, yeah. Hold on, passengers. Those who are sitting behind me, if there are any seats. No, no seats. If you are sitting on the ground, that's a separate thing. But yeah, I'm gonna now take a larger loop. But I think the game wants me to come from where my cursor is now, so on that side of the airfield, and then as I am above this departure position, we can see in front of me, I should kind of start the timer maybe. I think that's something because we are doing VFR navigation, so
Maintain 6,500 feet.
yeah, I'm gonna
I see. It sounds like you're doing a proper setup for your departure position. You're totally right.
62
VFR
now.
navigation is all about visual references.
Yeah,
And starting your timer when you're in the right position is key. So take that larger loop and come around to line up with the departure position. Once you're above it, that's your cue to start the timer and begin your 41
yeah.
degree heading.
So we are coming. We are now going the
You've got this, nice and
Yeah.
smooth, just like you're directing an invisible group of passengers on an epic adventure.
Yeah.
How's the loop feeling?
Hopefully.
Getting lined up?
Yeah, Sky is on the money today. Yeah, so yeah, I'm thinking also that we should, or I should, I mean, yeah, Sky is here. You cannot see he or it, but he's sitting here on the right side of me in that empty seat, looking out the window and wondering how bad can it be. So yeah, now the altitude is about 6,500 again, and heading is all over the place, but I know where the heading should be now. And where's the airfield? It's kind of behind us, so I should maintain this altitude. My plan is to take a left turn and hold the same altitude, and then yeah, as we are above the airfield, turn to 41 degrees, the heading of 41, and start the timer, the navlog on the upper part of the screen, or upper edge of the screen. Can I now turn maybe? Let's see if this is possible. Or is this too early?
Haha, I'm right here, looking out the window and enjoying the view.
Nice. Hopefully
say
the
I'm too
audience
worried. You're
are
handling it well.
also sorry.
Your plan sounds spot on. Maintain 6,500 feet, take that left turn, and once you're lined up with the airfield, head to 41 degrees and hit the timer. As for when
I
to
think that's
turn,
what we should
if
do.
you're feeling like you're in the right spot to line up,
No.
go for it. Just keep it steady and watch that altitude
Yeah.
while you turn.
So now,
How's that left turn feeling? If you've got a clear visual on the airfield, it sounds like you're ready to get lined up.
yeah, should I adjust the trim?
That's the spirit. If everything feels right, you're good to go. Once you're lined up, hit that 41 degree heading, start the timer,
Oh, I
and
can
let's
just
see where
trim.
this first leg takes us. You've got it under control, nice and smooth. How's it looking now? Getting close to starting that timer.
Yep. Oh, that's too much.
A little overcorrection, huh? No worries, just ease back gently. Small adjustments will get you back on course.
So
You're in control, just take your time.
now
How's it feeling now, getting back on track?
the timer. Start it now. Can I do
Got
this?
it. Time to start that timer. Once you're lined up at 41 degrees and steady, hit the start button and let the countdown begin.
Yeah.
You're all set for this first leg now. How's the heading looking? Steady at 41 degrees.
Yeah. No, we are not at 41. I have to adjust that. Oh. No, we are close to 41. No catastrophe here.
All right, no problem. Just
So
gently
how long was
adjust
it? 4
until you're
minutes
back
57?
at 41 degrees. You've got the right idea. Small, smooth corrections.
No, but
Once you're
why
locked
is it,
in, you
why
can
isn't
start
the
the timer.
position
No rush.
aircraft
You're in control.
above runway
How's the adjustment
center
going now?
green? Yeah. Calm down, Sky. We're talking on top of each other. So no, don't say anything. Please be quiet. Respect my authority. Alright, now maybe. So I thought I was nailing it, so to say, but I guess I have to reset the timer again. I'm sorry. Should I be sorry? Well, I don't know. I'm bad at this, but I should be. I am flying for the first time, so but now I adjusted the trim, so maybe that helps us with maintaining 6,500 feet, hopefully. And yep. Let's see. Just cheating here and looking out the window. Yeah, I guess I have to get maintain altitude 6,500 feet. Yeah, maintain altitude 6,500 feet, position aircraft above runway center, and take a 41 degree heading all on the same time, so they are green all on the same time. And that will help, or that will then hopefully kind of get me through this test, or this class, or what's the synonym? Yeah. So I have to retry again, but oh my god, it's so beautiful here. I'm not sure what time it is. I think it's live weather maybe. But yeah, as we wait for me to try to again pass this test, could you continue on what you just, or a slight moment before, told us about Sanoma and the general area? Keep it chronological, but yeah, share the intriguing and significant kind of things that makes this place it. You talked about the geography, the red rocks here, and something about the indigenous people. So yeah, without repeating yourself, I emphasize, without repeating yourself, AI Sky, could you talk about the area more? As I try to do a loop around. Now the altitude stays at 6,500.
Oh yeah, the beauty of Sedona can be a bit distracting when you're trying to nail that 41 degree heading and keep 6,500 feet. Totally understandable.
Totally.
And yeah, I'll jump right back into it. No repeats, just new nuggets. So we talked about the Red Rocks and the Sinagua people who lived here.
Yeah.
But let's move
Look
into what happened after
Beautiful.
the indigenous period. By the late 1800s, European settlers began to make their way into the area. It was mostly ranchers and farmers at first, but something major happened in the early 1900s that shaped Sedona into what we know today, the establishment of the U.S. Forest Service. This protected the surrounding land, which kept the area from being overdeveloped and preserved its natural beauty. In the 1950s, the area really started gaining fame as a filming location. Westerns like Broken Arrow were shot here, with those incredible red rock backdrops stealing the show. This helped put Sedona on the map as a destination for more than just ranching or small farming communities. It became a place for adventure, art, and film. Then there's the spiritual side. By the 70s and 80s, Sedona had developed a reputation as a new age spiritual center, thanks to its so-called energy vortexes.
Yeah, you
People
mentioned
claim
those.
these spots amplify meditation, healing, and personal reflection. Whether or not you believe in it, Sedona has a magnetic draw for those seeking a deeper connection with nature or themselves. And let's not forget, Sedona is an outdoor lover's paradise. There's hiking, rock climbing, and mountain biking, all with those iconic rock formations in the background. The place blends history, nature, and modern-day adventure, which is why it feels like it's on the bucket list for so many. How's your altitude and heading going? Do you think you're lined up to pass that test?
Well, that's soon to be seen. I'm too early with my turn. Oh, please let me pass. Please let me pass this. I'm gonna cheat a little. Where's the airfield? There. I have to take a about 45 degrees right turn at some point, and then hopefully that is then marked as a successful positioning of the aircraft above the runway center. I have no helicopter, so I cannot stop there. Hopefully the game understands that. Yeah, hopefully. So yeah, smooth and steady. wins the race, so to say. 6,500 feet again, yes. Now I think we should be above the runway center. This is the closest I have been, and what I... Yeah?
You've got this, Ode.
I mean,
Sometimes a little
this is
creative
center.
flying is
Yes.
necessary to get that positioning just right.
Yeah.
Smooth and steady is
6,500.
exactly the way to go.
6,500, yeah.
feet, keep it tight, and get that right turn lined up. Fingers crossed, the game recognizes your genius flight maneuvers. Once you're above the runway
Should
center
I
and
take a
hit that
41
degree
degree
mark,
heading right now?
I'm sure you'll be golden. How's it feeling now? Are you in position and ready to move on?
Oh, I'm so trying here. Try hard, so to say. 41 degrees. Oh, 41, yeah.
Haha, I can feel the intensity.
Now,
you're in full
just
try-hard
position it
mode, and
above.
that's exactly what it takes sometimes. You've got the skills,
We should
and
be
you're
above,
definitely
yeah.
close. Just keep those smooth
This
adjustments
should be
coming.
go.
That's good.
Yes,
The game
yes.
can't resist a well-flown approach. How's it looking now?
All three.
Close to nailing it?
That's it for navigation departure. Well done.
Oh, that's the. What,
You got it.
I'm speechless.
Hang in there.
That
You're
was the
almost
test.
through. Let's see where this flight takes us next.
I thought that I would start the navlog. It turns out I just had to position the aircraft on the same time whilst I had the right heading. Well, that was kind of
Got it.
difficult, to be
So
honest.
it was all about getting that perfect combo of
Navigate.
altitude, heading, and position at the same time.
Yeah.
Sounds like a classic case of multitasking in the sky.
Yeah,
But
now we have
now that you figured it out, you're one step closer to mastering this VFR stuff. Ready to officially start that navlog and hit the timer for real? It sounds like you're right where you need to be.
Yeah, we are now going forward to Dead Reckoning. Navigate using heading and time estimates. So maybe that's what I thought that I should do. Well, soon to be seen. Let's see
Exactly.
what this ends up
With
being.
Dead Reckoning, it's all about using your heading and time to estimate where you'll be, rather than relying on visual cues or GPS. You're basically flying by the numbers now, trusting your heading,
Mhm.
your speed, and your timer to get you where you need to go. It sounds like you're on track. How's it feeling navigating this way? Sorry.
Yeah. Take 5, Sky. Take 5. I have to listen to the lady again. Hopefully.
Currently
Yeah.
at 6,500 feet. About 30 seconds flight time to Sedona Airport. As we make our way toward the runway center, let's talk more about navigation.
Okay.
When you need to set and maintain a heading, you'll want to rely on your heading indicator. Compasses are prone to errors, especially during turns or while accelerating or decelerating.
Okay. Maintain 6,500. No, that's weather.
Okay, we're in position over the runway center. Next step is to validate the time.
Oh.
That's a fancy way of saying start your stopwatch. On the nav log, you can see our next waypoint, Munns Park, is at a 41-degree heading about 5 minutes away.
41.
That means we need to be on a 41-degree heading.
That's the same heading we
Check
had
your heading
just
indicator and make your
before.
turn.
It should be left a little, maybe.
Good.
Yes.
Maintain a 41-degree heading.
Yeah. And I have the timer on.
As you approach
Sorry, I'm
Munns
having
Park,
issues right now.
terrain level rises.
Terrain
not
level.
understand what you said.
Safe
Shh,
altitude.
quiet, Sky.
Better climb to 8,000 feet.
8,000
Make sure you
feet.
keep the same heading.
A quiet sky, huh?
Maintain
It's peaceful
full
up there,
power
just
during your
you, the
climb.
plane, and the numbers. It's a different kind of challenge, but also kind of meditative, don't you think? Just focusing on the instruments and keeping steady. How's the flight feeling now?
I'm focusing, Sky. Sorry. No. 1 degree. Oh, the
You're in the
heading.
zone, Ode. Everyone's watching your smooth moves up here in the sky.
Smooth. I
Keep
don't
that
know
focus
about
sharp.
smooth.
You're doing great.
I'm climbing to 8,000.
Awesome.
I have
You've got
the
this, Ode.
clock
Let's keep
on.
flying steady.
Yeah, the terrain is rising in front of us, so that's the thing that worries me here. Let's see. Can I get this smaller? Is that the smallest? Yeah, that's the
Rain on the
smallest.
horizon. that can definitely add a little spice to the flight. Um, Keep an eye on it, but don't let it throw you off course. If visibility
Yes,
gets
Sky,
rough,
calm down, calm
just
down.
stick with your dead reckoning. Trust the heading and time.
Navigation is
Calm down,
basically
Sky.
flying a given heading for a given amount of time. Sometimes you deviate. But if you track the time flown from your last known position, you'll always have at least a range for your current position.
Oh, I don't see the ETA. Let's see. I have to make this wider. This is unnecessary big. ETA for what? Climb to 8,000. I'm not sure. Alright. I'm still climbing, yes. I should climb 1,000 feet still. Let's see if we can manage this.
Sorry, I'm having issues right now.
Yeah, you seem to
Could
have
not
a lot of
understand what you
issues.
said.
Yeah, without repeating yourself, please again continue on with your historically accurate stories about, and chronological stories about the Sonoma area around where we are flying right now. 41, that's alright.
Got it.
But 8,000
Let's dive
feet.
back into the history of Sedona and its surroundings without repeats.
It's Sonoma or Sedona?
As Sedona moved into the 20th century, the area's population grew steadily, though it remained a relatively quiet, rural town for quite some time. Things began to change in the 1940s and 50s when Hollywood came calling.
Yeah, that
In
you
addition to
mentioned.
westerns, the landscape was featured in many other genres, and by then, Sedona had become famous for its natural beauty. By the time the 1960s rolled around, Sedona had also started to build a reputation for its arts community. The natural beauty of the region attracted painters, sculptors, and photographers. In fact, Tlaquepaque Arts and Crafts Village, which was built in the 70s, remains a vibrant hub for artists and tourists alike. The town also saw increased interest in the outdoor recreation scene. Hiking
Alright.
trails, jeep tours, and even hot air balloon rides over the Red Rocks became a huge draw. People began visiting Sedona not only for its beauty, but for the adventure that could be had there.
We're almost there.
As you're flying, you might also notice how the landscape transitions from desert to forest. This is because Sedona sits near the edge of the Colorado Plateau and has a unique high desert climate. As you head towards Flagstaff, you'll notice more trees, ponderosa pines, as you rise in elevation. Now, how's that rain looking? Still keeping it steady?
Validate your estimate and your progress.
Validate your estimate.
Okay, now get back to cruise attitude. Let the speed increase, then set
Good
cruise
call.
power at
If you're heading
200
toward
RPM.
Flagstaff, you'll see a
Please be quiet. Trying to focus here. Is that too much? 1.4? Yeah, that's too much.
Set RPM at 2300.
2300.
Gotcha.
How are
Sounds
you
like the
talking?
rain.
I put you on pause. Is that a new update? Maybe. It's activating from my voice. Maybe. I'm not sure. 8,000 feet.
Set RPM at 2300.
2300. RPM down. We are 25. That's no too much. More. 23. Too much. How is this so difficult? I'm doing this with a controller, so maybe that's the reason.
Well done. But there's room for improvement.
Oh,
Navigation
yeah, it was
of
too high up.
Mark is in the books.
Oh, did I pass? I did pass. Gee, I'm stressed, so stressed. I mean, yeah, a joystick would be. I understand now. It's not impossible to do this with a controller, but a joystick would be interesting. Easier, I assume. I can imagine. Try to imagine. Was it still this one? I think it was. Yeah. Basic handling, takeoff and landing. Yeah. going to hum here, thinking out loud, so to say. Now we are. Let's see. Yeah, Sky, can you hear me first and foremost?
Loud and clear, Ode. What's the latest?
Yeah, I think we are navigating with landmarks right now, or the next step. So I guess we have no symbols or indicators up in the air that the game included in the earlier flight tests. So yeah, Munch Park Golf Course. I may have to let you say your errand before I start because I have to focus. So let's see.
Got it, Ode. Focus away. I'll be here when you're ready.
Airspeed 90.
Landmarks are
heading
your
31.
best friends right now, so stay sharp and keep that visual navigation going.
Yeah.
Just let me know when you want me to chime in, and I'll be ready.
Yeah, I'm gonna push the red X just in case. Seems like my voice is activating the AI, and that's good, fine and dandy and so on in many situations. But right now, my tiny brain is focusing so hard, and I cannot listen to the AI on the same time. So Cessna 1, yeah, 90 kAS. Yeah, that's the airspeed. So that's nautical. No, sorry, knots, air knots, something like that. Wind, yeah, alright. Time, it's PM, it's evening. 8,000 feet and 31, alright. 31 degrees. The weather is always open.
Approximately 30 seconds out from Munns Park Golf Club. While we
What?
fly over it, let's talk about landmark navigation.
Okay.
One of the easier methods of navigation
8,000.
involves following identifiable landmarks like highways. And it just so happens we have one below us.
Oh, do we?
Do you see the highway on your left?
Left. Yes, that one.
That highway leads all the way to Flagstaff.
Okay.
Let's follow it. And we should reach Flagstaff Airport in 6 to 7 minutes.
6 to 7 minutes. Copy. Okay, should I just turn left to turn left to follow the highway. Keep 8,000 feet. Copy. Should I start the timer at what point? Oh, that's more than 30 degrees. They said no.
Make sure we don't miss it. Reset your stopwatch here and start it again.
Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't reset it, but it was on 0, so... Where's the... Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm trying to do it from the cockpit. Where's the... Where's the highway? Is that the highway? No? I think the highway goes to the right. Yeah, that's the highway. Okay, okay, okay. Calm down, calm down. Calm down, everybody. Stop shouting all at once. Yeah, we are now...
Flagstaff Airport's altitude is around
Got it.
7,000
Keeping
feet.
things calm and quiet. You've got this. I'll stay
Unlike
low key
in
unless you
Sedona,
need me to
the
jump in.
traffic pattern altitude there is standard. This means its altitude is 1,000 feet above the airport, which works out to 8,000 feet.
Okay, so...
Need to fly over the
Sedona
airport
is
before
7,000 feet up in the air.
traffic pattern.
Hopefully my volume levels are alright.
Interfere with other aircraft already in the traffic pattern. Let's fly
Ah,
at least
just a
500
slight
feet
correction.
above pattern altitude.
Sedona itself sits at around
So
4,300
let's climb
feet
to
above
8,500
sea level.
feet on the way. Keep it at full power while you're climbing.
Full power. 8,000, 8,500 feet. Where is the highway? Is that the highway? Oh, the highway is there. Should I follow the highway to Flagstaff Airport? So I should take a right? Right? And should climb to 8,500 feet. Yeah, Sky, our task is to follow the highway to Flagstaff Airport and climb to 8,500 feet. We are now just shy of 8,000, so 500 feet to go. We have the timer on, and yeah, try to navigate from within the cockpit point of view of a real pilot, so to say, towards Flagstaff Airport. Can you tell us something interesting about Flagstaff? Again, a short chronological overview over the location and what makes it special, what makes it it. Have to climb more.
Flagstaff is a really interesting place with a lot of history and unique characteristics. It sits at a much higher elevation than Sedona, around 7,000 feet, making it one of the highest cities in the US.
Oh, really?
The town
One of the
itself
highest.
began in the late 1800s as a stop on the railroad, and it grew quickly because of lumber, ranching, and its prime location along Route 66, which passed
Cheat a little.
right through the city.
Yeah, that's the
Flagstaff
highway.
is also known for its connection to astronomy. Lowell Observatory, which was founded in 1894, is famous for the discovery of Pluto in 1930.
Really?
Because of
Pluto was
Flagstaff's
discovered
high
here.
altitude and clear skies, it became a major center for stargazing, and today it's still a hub for astronomical research. The city is also close to the San Francisco Peaks, which are sacred to several Native American tribes, including the Navajo. The highest peak, Humphreys Peak, is the tallest point in Arizona at over 12,600 feet. The peaks are remnants of an ancient volcanic range, and they're a popular spot for hiking and skiing. Flagstaff has a mix of history, outdoor adventure, and science. Whether you're interested in stargazing, mountain climbing, or exploring Route 66 history, it's a town that has
Route
a lot
66.
going for it. How's that climb to 8,500 feet going?
Set RPM
Almost
at
there?
2300.
Yeah, 2300 RPM, 8,500 feet. Follow the highway to Flagstaff Airport. We are doing something right, AI Sky. That feels great. Can't see anything from the cockpit.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Can I adjust?
8,500 feet, steady RPMs, and following the highway like a pro. You're absolutely nailing it, Ode. That feeling of getting everything lined up just right is what it's all about. Keep enjoying the ride, and soon enough, you'll have Flagstaff Airport in your sights. What's the view like up there? Still got that quiet sky?
Yeah, it's a lot of kind of
Catch you later, Ode. Safe travels and
stop
smooth skies
messing
ahead.
about. Yeah, please, Sky, don't interrupt me. Don't speak on top of me. Let my errands flow to the end. Please, let me speak my sentences to the end. Is that all right?
Absolutely, Ode. I'll make sure to let you finish your thoughts completely before jumping in. You've got the floor.
Yeah. I was about... sorry, I was about to ask... No, sorry, I was about to explain. Yeah. In my bad English, case in point, that the scenery is beautiful. I cannot see the horizon because the air is kind of hazy. There's this atmospheric haze, even though it's half cloudy and generally sunny here in... is it Sonoma or Sedona? I'm not sure how to call it. But yeah, next point is Flagstaff, 8,500 feet. Heading north. Did I lose the highway? Is that the highway? So I have to just slightly turn to the left towards west, northwest maybe. Yeah. So that's what's going on, AI Sky. Beautiful scenery. What do you like? How do you like the view from up here? Is that the highway?
The
I
view
think.
sounds incredible. That hazy atmosphere adds a mysterious vibe to the whole landscape, almost like the horizon is hiding something. And Sedona,
That's accurate.
yep, it's Sedona, always looks magical from up high,
Magical.
with those red rocks and the transition to the more forested areas as you head towards Flagstaff.
Here it is. Flagstaff Airport.
From
Oh,
up
we are
here,
at
it's got
Flagstaff.
that mix of desert and alpine scenery. It's like two worlds coming together. I'm loving the peacefulness
6.5
of it.
minutes into
How's the
should
slight turn
take
treating you?
6:40, so
Still on
quite
course?
accurate. Yeah, it was quite accurate. It said that we were just now passing the test and we arrived at Flagstaff, and it took us 6 minutes 30, I don't know, 31 seconds or something like that. Maybe if we had flown dead over Flagstaff, it had taken the pre-shown was it 6 minutes 40 seconds or something like that. So I think we were more or less on point with that, and yeah, So next up, what's next up? Oh, glider training, but not yet. I think we have more to do. We have arrival. Yeah, so we have to loop around, descend in a circuit. We have downwind, we have base leg, we have turn into final, and we have final before landing. Okay, okay. That's a good visual cue one gets on the screen before doing this. So let's see what we can stir up here, so to say. Yeah, don't gonna sing. One, it sounds borderline
Sounds
awful,
like you're right
and
on track with that arrival time. Great job.
Yeah,
Now for the circuit,
copyrights.
it's all
and
about
stuff.
getting those turns smooth and steady. Loop around, keep an eye on your altitude as you descend, and hit each leg of the
goddamn
pattern,
weather
downwind,
card.
base, and final. You've got a good visual cue, which will help a ton as you line up for the landing. What's your plan for the
500 feet.
Ready to stir up a perfect approach?
Yeah, I'm gonna put AI scan on pause. Maintain 8,500 feet. I'm gonna cheat a little, and afterwards, actually, I got an idea. I have to check that the airplane sounds outside the airplane are not too loud at all. Let me know in the chat if the sounds are a-okay or if they are all over the place. My voice, the AI's voice, and the game sounds, including the instructor and the inside and outside of the airplane, the engine noises and environmental noises. So, but yeah, 65, fly over the center of the runway. Yeah, we're doing that. Perpendicular, I think the phrase is, to the runway. But I guess we're gonna take a left turn then, if I remember the picture from earlier correctly. And the left turn is going to go there. And then we're gonna loop around here, and then... sorry if you get dizzy, but the indicator is slow. We'll go there, and from that direction land on the airfield below us here. From that direction. So let's see what the okay.
21, coming from the right to the left.
Right
We'll be following
to
a
the
left-hand
left.
traffic pattern as we did in Sedona.
I may be wrong.
Ready? Reduce speed to 80 knots.
80 knots.
Start a turn to the left toward a 120
Throttling down. 80 knots. Turn left. Yes. Airspeed is gonna go down on the same time, hopefully. 120 degrees. I cannot figure out this degrees indicator. Oh, 100. Yeah, 120 is something like southeast, maybe southeast, approximately. 80 knots. 8,500. No, sorry, don't lose altitude yet. Maintain 80 knots. Okay. More throttle. I'm losing altitude, 70 knots. And losing velocity, speed. Now we're back to 80 knots. Yeah, I want to turn left, more left. Maintain 8,500 feet, so we have to ascend more, yeah? More throttle, because I'm losing 80 knots when I ascend. Gain altitude. Oh, this is interesting, but it's not that easy. And you kind of, if you overdo it, you have to kind of chase the optimum holistic and balanced state of the airplane. So try not to overdo it, or I am trying not to overdo it. And again, now we're at 8,500 feet, but we are at 70 knots, 65 knots. Where's the... was it 120? 12? I guess 12 is 120. Now it's 80 knots again. Okay, no. Everybody stop. Stop breathing.
Start descending to 8,000 feet, still maintaining 80 knots.
How do I do that?
You'll enter the pattern in the middle
Throttle
of the
down.
downwind leg for runway 21.
80 knots. down to 8,000. But I'm gonna, when I descend, I'm gonna gain velocity, so I have to throttle down more. Flaps maybe. Yeah, flaps. That's working. Flaps are working. There's the flaps. I push down on the D-pad to essentially brake down or use an air brake, I think. We're soon at 8,000, 8,200. I have to cheat again and look. Where's the... Oh, sorry, I have to also turn. Oh, too many things. Too many things to do. So now 8,000. Yep, don't. Now we're falling down too much. Where's the downwind section now? There. Left of us. Okay. We are at 8,000. Yes, we are at 8,000. 80 knots, so I have to throttle up a little. Yeah, like that. Close enough, I guess. Reaching downwind, then we're gonna take a left turn and try to land this is it a Cessna 152, I think? Yeah, Cessna says there at least. So 8,000. Yeah, I'm gonna cheat a little again. Yeah, alright. There, end of downwind, and from there we're gonna take a left turn. Jeez, this is quite exciting, even though it's slow. The gameplay is slow. Everything on 100% simulation. So yeah, 8,075 knots, so let's throttle up a little maybe. 2,400 RPM or so. Is that Flagstaff? I'm not sure. But I'm gonna do this mostly without the AI because I feel like I have to focus a lot right now. Wonder why. Slightly down. I'm terrified of doing any rapid movements right now. Turn left into base 21. Set speed to 65. So throttle down to, I don't know, 2100. It was 1400 at one point also. Turn left into base 21. Left into base 21. Final turn, yes. Not that sharp. Let's straighten it out a little. Look at the scenery. That's a lake? Small lake? Small tiny lake! Oh, and the sun glare. Don't look at it straight on. Go half blind. Set speed to 65. So throttle down again. We are at 1,800 RPM. Are we close? I'm cheating again. I'm sorry. Final turn. And 65 knots. Down to, I don't know, 1,500. Come on. I have throttled down a lot. I think we actually are quite alright lining up with the airfield. Oh, now the speed is coming down also. That's nice. I'm actually trying a proper try-hard here. I'm again a little right of the runway. But that's okay. Slightly pull back on the yoke. Copy. Oh, a little right on the I'm all right with this. Sky, we actually managed to land. We do the loop around, and
Good integration,
yeah,
but something tells me you can do
yeah.
even
The lady is not perfectly content with my
That's
presentation or
fantastic, Ode.
presentation.
You nailed it. Full loop and smooth landing.
6,700 of 10,000.
How's it feeling now that you've got another successful landing under your belt?
Sorry for blowing into the microphone, but gee, I'm quite tense. A pilot should not be tense, I guess. We have one more in this category. First solo. Yeah, first solo navigation. We're starting. No, are we taking off from Flagstaff?
No worries at all, Ode. Blowing off
One
some
spark golf
steam
course.
after a tense flight is totally
Okay.
understandable, especially after nailing that landing.
Mm-mm.
Pilots definitely need to stay calm, but hey, even the best get tense sometimes. You've been doing great. First solo navigation, huh? That's a big one. No instructor, just you and your instruments. How are you feeling about it? Ready to take on the skies solo?
Yeah, let's not tell the instructor in game that you are with me here on the right, on the passenger seat. Let's keep that a secret, and yeah, claim that this is a full-on solo flight. Wink, wink.
Haha, got it. Our little secret. I'm just your invisible co-pilot, quietly helping from the right seat. We'll keep up the solo act, no problem. Wink, wink. Ready to take on that solo flight like a pro?
Wink, wink. Yeah.
This.
Yeah. So we are taking off from Flagstaff. You could again explain without repeating yourself what makes Flagstaff special. And I emphasize, don't repeat. Remember what you told us earlier and add on that information.
You'll be flying over the same landmarks. You remember them? The highway,
Absolutely.
Highway, golf course.
So taking off from
Sedona.
Flagstaff, you've already heard about its high elevation, its stargazing fame, and its connection to Route 66. But let's dig into a couple more unique aspects that make Flagstaff stand out. Flagstaff is home to Northern Arizona University, a key part of the city's identity. The university draws in a younger population and gives the city a vibrant, dynamic energy. It's also been a center for research, especially in forestry and geology, thanks to the surrounding environment. Another interesting point about Flagstaff is its volcanic history.
Volcanic.
The area around the city, including the San Francisco Peaks and Sunset Crater, is volcanic in origin. Sunset Crater erupted about 1,000 years ago, and its lava flows are still visible today, which
Really?
adds to the unique landscape.
I'm not sure if we can see them
This
as we
volcanic
fly here.
activity shaped much of the region's terrain and makes for fascinating geology. Also, Flagstaff has strong ties to indigenous cultures. The city is close to several Native American reservations, including the Navajo and Hopi tribes. The San Francisco
Navajo and
Peaks
Hopi,
are
alright.
sacred to these communities, and there are long-standing traditions and cultural ties to the land that continue to this day. So between its academic life,
Take off.
volcanic history, and rich indigenous culture, Flagstaff is a lot more than just a
75.
pretty place to visit. How's the takeoff going? Ready for this solo adventure?
Yeah. Could you dive deeper into those topics you just said and shared with our audience? Whilst I'm climbing up to 8,500 feet. So yeah, do that. Whilst in
Perfect. Let's
while
dive a bit
remaining in the
deeper as you
vicinity of the
climb.
airport.
First up
alright?
is Northern Arizona University, or NAU. Established in 1899, it started out as a teacher's college but has grown into a major research institution. NAU is known for its programs in forestry, geology, and environmental sciences, which makes sense given Flagstaff's location in the middle of a diverse and rich natural environment. The university also plays a big role in the cultural life of the city, with concerts, lectures, and art exhibits open to the public. Now onto Flagstaff's volcanic history. The San Francisco Peaks, which you might see from the air as you climb, are actually the
Those, maybe?
remains of an ancient stratovolcano. Humphreys Peak, the tallest of these, is the highest point in Arizona. The volcanic activity in
Interesting.
the area didn't end with those peaks, though. Sunset Crater,
Must be
located
those
just
on the left.
northeast of Flagstaff, erupted around 1085 AD, leaving behind a lava field that's still visible today. This
Can we see
eruption
that?
had a big impact on the native peoples living nearby, forcing them to adapt to the changed
60
environment.
knots.
Today,
Must
you can
get
visit
more
Sunset
velocity.
Crater Volcano National Monument to see the lava flows and cinder cones up close. It's an eerie and unique landscape. Speaking of indigenous peoples, Flagstaff is deeply connected to the Navajo and Hopi tribes. The San Francisco Peaks, which loom over the city, are sacred to these tribes. They believe the
Those
peaks are
there,
home
maybe?
to spiritual beings, and the mountain plays a role in many of their cultural and religious ceremonies. The Navajo Nation, in particular, is the largest Native American reservation in the U.S., and its proximity to Flagstaff means that there's a rich exchange of cultures. The city itself hosts a number of events that celebrate indigenous culture, like the Hopi Festival of Arts and Culture, which draws visitors from around the region. How's your climb to 8,500 feet coming along?
Yeah, trying to adjust the trim a little because I'm struggling. Let's see. Oh, almost 110, 150 knots. So let's see if this settles down with the trim adjusted. 75 knots. Calm down, horsey. Calm down, horsey.
Easy there, horsey.
Easy there, horsey.
Trimming
Yeah.
can be a bit tricky,
Slightly
but once you find
struggling
that
here.
sweet spot, it'll make the climb a lot smoother. Sounds like you're getting it under control, just a bit of patience, and
Barely.
that plane will settle down at the right speed and altitude. How's it feeling now
Still
after the
struggling
trim
to get to
adjustment?
85. I
Starting
have
to
full
level
throttle.
out?
Flaps are up. Yeah, I have full throttle. Flaps are up. But I'm kind of no, I
From a route.
again, new try.
Sounds like the plane's giving you a bit of a fight. Full throttle, flaps up, good call. If it's still climbing too steeply
What's happening?
or feels
Is this bugging
unstable,
out?
try easing
I'm
off the yoke a
jumping on
bit
the
and
airfield.
see if that helps level things out.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on your speed. If it's dropping too much, you might need to lower your nose a little more. How's it responding now? Starting to calm down a bit?
Yeah, we're taking off. Why is the
You're welcome,
airplane
Owen.
jumping?
Keep steady. You're doing great.
What's happening? Is this a bug? The airplane is behaving like I'm driving over some
If the
logs
plane's
or
behaving
something
oddly,
like
it
that.
could be a number of things. Maybe a bug, or possibly something with the controls. Are you seeing anything unusual on the instruments, like a sudden drop in airspeed, or is the plane not responding to your inputs?
No.
Sometimes trimming can be tricky, but if it's really acting up, maybe try resetting some controls or checking if any assist features are messing with your inputs. Anything specific on your screen that looks off?
No. At one point the airplane was jumping around, like I was driving over lodge. What's the word? Timber lodges, or something like that. But I think it was a bug in the game when it kind of force reset me onto the airfield again. So we're trying again. I'm not sure why I'm so bad at. Yeah, maintain 75. We have to keep 75, I guess. Should I use the yoke or the trim here? Let's put 0.6 trim and see how the airplane behaves.
That sounds like a bit of a glitch.
No.
The whole bouncing around like lodge timber thing definitely sounds
1.1.
like the sim resetting or something went haywire.
Yeah, I think it went
Good
a
to
little
hear you're trying
haywire.
again. As for maintaining 75 knots, it's usually a balance between the yoke and trim. The trim helps you fine-tune your pitch, so you don't have to fight the yoke as much.
Oh, it's really
If you're struggling to hold the speed, using the
small
trim
adjustments.
to take the pressure off the yoke can definitely help. Setting 0.6 trim sounds like a good start. Try making small adjustments to the trim until
Yeah,
you get a
yeah.
steady
Full
75
throttle.
knots, and
Now
then
we're climbing.
only use the
Good.
yoke for small corrections. How's it feeling after the adjustment?
I am very feel, like a heavyweight boxer once said, not a long while ago.
You have reached the message cap for GPT-4. Please try again later.
Oh, that's convenient. But I should be able to use the mini version, right? Let's see. Maybe it's a new chat. Maybe this is a new chat. Yeah, AI Sky, I'm not sure if you are in a new chat right now, but we are flight training, as we did earlier. And we are now flying from Flagstaff over a golf course that's name I forgot, to Sedona. and we are flying all by our own in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, and I need your assistance, even though this name of this task is solo flying. You are sitting here on the seat on the right of me, so yeah, welcome along, and yeah, enjoy the view of Flagstaff and such. Am I climbing?
It
One
looks like
more
your
on
message got cut off. Could you please provide more details or clarify what you need help with?
We deviated from
we deviated from the path again. You are my flight instructor. Flight instructor. Why is the airplane bugging out and jumping around again? Let's see. Oh, this is violent. What the actual fudge is happening?
Got it.
Did
It
you
sounds
drive
like you're
over somebody?
referring to a flight training context. How can I assist
No,
you with your flight
everybody
training?
is alive,
Are
I
you
think.
looking for information on specific maneuvers, regulations, or something else?
Yeah, nothing special. Just aid me, help me with my task here, and entertain the audience. You told us about Flagstaff already. What is happening? This airplane is jumping around like a bunny rabbit. That's some bug. It must be some bug. Dangerous. It was a flat
Sure, I'd be
airfield.
happy
I
to
think
help.
it's loading in
What
textures or
specific
something.
task or topic related to flight training do you need assistance with?
Nothing special right now. Please try to calm down and be quiet for a moment as I try to maintain 75 knots. What's the heading? I have no heading. Heading is 330 maybe. So let's try to get that heading according to the direction of the
Understood. I'll
airport.
be here when you're ready. If you need anything, just let me know.
What am I doing wrong here?
I'd be glad to help with that. Could you
0.9.
provide more details about the situation or task
Heading
you're
is the
working
same.
on? The more information you provide, the better I can
Yeah,
assist
calm
you.
down, AS guy, calm down. Calm down. Keep it short. Keep your answers short and to the point, and do not interrupt me. You are answering me whilst I'm rambling here. You have to understand, AS guy, that sometimes I have to kind of think out loud. I'm speaking my third language here, that being bad English. Yeah, so bad English going strong. And I'm thinking out loud because I am not a pilot, but still kind of in therapy here, trying to get over my flight phobia, so to say. Yeah, I had this light-hearted but partially true statement I shared with a family member. I said that I'm not gonna jump into an airplane before I actually know how to fly one, just in case. Of course, never hoping anything bad happens, but yeah, a light-hearted statement regarding that. So hence this therapy session. Flight phobic learns to fly. I think I gave the name for the live stream, or the live stream series. But still trying to, or struggling, let's say, struggling to maintain 75 knots whilst climbing. I'm really, are there anyone? Oh, there's somebody looking or watching at this. If somebody knows, if somebody of you know what I'm doing wrong, please let me know, because I have full throttle, and this Cessna struggles to climb. Oh, I have to maybe put a little more trim on.
Got it. Please let me
1.1.
know the specific issue or task you're referring to, and I'll provide concise assistance.
The heading was 3, so let's take left a little. We are soon at 8,000, so maybe we are getting to 8,500 feet soon enough. Hopefully.
It sounds like you're working on adjusting your heading. If
Yeah,
your heading was
that and
300
everything
degrees
else at the same
and
time.
you need to make a left turn, you'd want to decrease your heading. For example,
We're
if you want to
climbing.
turn
Alright,
left by
this
10
looks good.
degrees, your new heading would be 290 degrees.
No!
Is there anything specific you're struggling with regarding heading
Yeah.
adjustments?
I'm too slow. But I have full throttle immediately. Brakes on.
If you're running too slow despite having full throttle,
And this
it
is
could be due to a
jumping
few
again on the
factors.
airfield.
1, aircraft configuration. Ensure that your aircraft is properly configured for takeoff or climb. Check flaps, trim, and gear settings.
Where's the
2.
nav log?
Weight and
Oh, stop
balance.
it,
Make sure your
bouncing
aircraft
around.
is
What's
not
happening?
overloaded or improperly balanced. 3. Environmental factors. Be aware of wind and weather conditions
Heading.
that could affect your performance.
Oh,
4.
maybe this is
Throttle response.
Yeah.
Ensure
Calm down, Sky. Yeah. Basic stuff, so to say. Wait a second. 164. Is it? Where's 164? 1, 2. 1, 2. Where's heading 164 degrees? Maybe Sky can help me here. Can't read the analog compass. Yeah, where is heading 164 degrees when you take in consideration the compass north, south, east, west? I'm just burning
on
fuel
an
here.
analog compass, heading 164 degrees is slightly east of due south. Here's how it breaks down.
East of due
North
south.
is 0 or 360 degrees.
Okay.
East is 90 degrees.
Okay.
South is 180 degrees. West is 270 degrees. Since 164
Almost
degrees is just 16 degrees shy of due south, it's between south and southeast. So you'd be heading a little southeast of south.
Yeah, that makes sense. There's 12. Can I zoom in? There's 12. No? Oh, there, yeah.
Exactly. Heading south makes sense. And yes, you should be
Somewhere
able to zoom
there?
in on the compass or your navigation
there's
display, depending on your
150,
aircraft's
so
instruments
there
and
maybe.
settings
164.
in Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Yeah, 164.
If you're using the analog compass, you might just have to eyeball it closely.
Yeah, I was heading
Let me know if you need help adjusting
to
anything
30,
else.
I mean. 30 maybe? Yeah. Completely the wrong direction. I'm gonna pause you, Sky, for a moment. I have to focus again. How do I get back? Like this? And the jumping stops, so I guess that's something when it loads in to the... Oh! It jumped again! What the actual fudge, YouTube? Fudge, I said fudge. Calm down. Stop shouting. Stop assuming. What the actual fudge cake happened? It's jumping along on the airfield again. Yep. All right. Let's focus. Oh, more speed, please. Controlled small movements. Control the yoke. Where's the adjustment? Like so. I am the best pilot ever. No, I'm not. But yeah, doing my best. I guess I have to take a left or a right turn here. A right turn? Can I do? Maybe I do it right now. Oh, too harsh control inputs. And yeah, heading 164. Maybe that's the thing that I missed earlier. So let's use the yoke for this, not touching the trim. The attitude meter here, keep it on the blue, so we are climbing. Here, altimeter, if I pronounce that correctly, we are climbing. And we are struggling to keep 75 knots for sure, but I have full throttle, so ease on the yoke. It feels underpowered, this airplane. I had flaps. The flaps are breaking. Why did I push them? By accident. No, 75 knots, still slightly right. Don't say that I have had the flaps on or down as air brakes all the time. So 164 should be somewhere here. Now climb to 85. Oh, and start the... Oh, this is so... I must do something to the trim. 0.8. I'm doing this on an Xbox controller, so bear with me. That's my excuse, even though it's a bad one. But climbing, hopefully, full throttle, 2500 RPM. It's not climbing, and I'm too fast, so let's adjust the trim. 1 degree positive. Please climb. slightly left, so we keep the heading. We should fly, I guess, for 7 minutes 34 seconds approximately. Yeah, in this direction. But we are still too low down and too fast. Down to 75 knots. 1.2 degrees. Let's see if it settles down in a steady ascend. This Cessna 152, maybe, if I remember the model right. Let's see, the heading I think is 164 according to AirSky. Oh, calm down. Yeah, AirSky, I have now 164 approximately the heading. I'm climbing slow and steady. I'm at 7,700 feet and climbing towards 8 right now, and we are close to 75 knots, so maybe we are doing something right for the, I don't know, fourth time we're trying this. So somebody in the chat may be scratching their head or shouting at the screen that, come on dude, open the navlog. Didn't figure that out before this moment, but yeah, 164. We have the timer on. We have flown for 2 minutes, and we should fly for 7.5 minutes approximately.
You're doing great. Climbing steadily at 75 knots and holding that heading at 164 sounds spot on. It's all part of the learning process.
Yeah, this is the best attempt.
If it took a few tries.
Best attempt yet.
The fact that you're maintaining control and steadily improving means you're on the right track. Just keep an eye on your altitude, airspeed, and that heading. Sounds like you've got this.
Yeah, full throttle still.
7.5 minutes will go by in no time.
Yep, I think so also. Could you again, and I emphasize here, do not repeat what you explained earlier, but yeah, tell us about the airfield we took off again. Kind of dive into the subtopics and give us some fun facts on top of what you taught us earlier. Oh, don't lose the heading.
Absolutely. Without repeating myself, here's something fun about
cheat a little?
Flagstaff Pulliam Airport. The airfield is a popular gateway for tourists heading to the Grand Canyon.
Oh, are we close to the Grand
only
Canyon
about a 90-minute drive away. What's interesting is that Flagstaff's elevation is around 7,000 feet, which is already quite high. So aircraft perform differently due to the thinner air, especially
maybe that's
during
the
the summer
reason.
months when hot temperatures can make the air even less dense. Also, did you
As
know
right
that
now, maybe?
Flagstaff itself was one of the first cities in the world to adopt low-light policies to preserve its dark skies? It's home to the Lowell Observatory, where Pluto was discovered in 1930. So when you fly in or out of here, you're flying near one of the most important astronomical sites in the world.
Yeah,
There's
you
a
are
bit of cosmic history to go along with your flight.
Yeah, dive into those more. You are repeating yourself. You have mentioned the tourists and mentioned the Pluto Observatory. Maybe give us some fun facts on how actually who and how and with what Pluto was discovered in this area here. That should be interesting, right? If it would be night skies, maybe we could see some stars.
You're right.
Stargazing.
Let's get deeper into the Pluto discovery. In 1930, Clyde Tombaugh, a young astronomer, was working at Lowell Observatory in Flagstaff when he discovered Pluto. He wasn't even a professional astronomer at first. He sent drawings of Jupiter and Mars that he made with his family's homemade telescope to the observatory, and they offered him a job.
Okay.
Tombaugh
Homemade.
used a blink
Did you say so?
comparator, a device that allows astronomers to rapidly switch between two photographic plates of the night sky, taken at different times. By comparing these images, he could spot objects that moved, like planets, while stars stayed in the same place. After months of painstaking work, Tombaugh noticed a small, faint dot shifting between images. That dot turned out to be Pluto. What's also cool is that Tombaugh was only 24 years
Tombaugh.
old when he made the discovery, and he went on to have a long, successful career in astronomy.
Good
So
for
right here
him.
in Flagstaff,
Or
one
her.
of the solar system's most famous dwarf planets was found by a persistent young man with a big
Yeah.
dream.
All right, interesting. Really, did not know that. Maybe. Oh, we're now at 8,500 feet. Success. Set cruise altitude. Set 2300 RPM. Cruise altitude.
Nice work hitting 8,500 feet. To set cruise at 2,300 RPM, just
all
ease
right?
back on the throttle a bit until the RPM indicator settles around 2,300.
Yeah.
You'll feel the aircraft level out and settle into a smooth cruise once you're there.
Yeah, and
Keep an
hopefully
eye
the
on your
altitude.
airspeed as it may increase slightly once you're at cruise. Looks like you're well on your way.
Yeah, maybe like so. Okay, nice. We are just over 6 minutes into the flight. Position aircraft above runway center. Oh, where's the runway? Are we close to the runway? Is that the runway? Slight panic.
It sounds like you might be getting
What?
close to the runway. If you're using the flight plan in Microsoft Flight Simulator,
Where's the runway
you
center
can check your
behind us?
navigation instruments or map to confirm your position relative to the airfield. If you don't have a visual on the runway yet, it might be helpful to zoom out on the map
It can
or
be
adjust
the
your
runway
heading slightly
behind
to
us.
get back on course. Also, make sure you're at the right
We're-
altitude to start spotting it
Yeah,
more
yeah.
easily. Do you see any landmarks or features that could guide you?
There's some urban areas here, and there's the actual road. So I guess we should follow the road and change the heading from 164 to 222 in 15 seconds. Where's 222? Is that kind of southwest AI sky? Why is it showing the goddamn runway
Yep,
behind us?
222
We
degrees is
started from
southwest.
there, I think.
If you follow that heading, you should be on the right track. Following the road sounds like a great visual reference too, especially with the urban areas nearby. You're doing
222
well,
is quite
keeping an eye on those landmarks. Make that turn when you're ready, and 222 should guide you toward where you need to be. Let's
Okay.
see if we spot that runway soon.
I'm gonna reset this right now. I'm not sure. Not sure if this is working.
No worries,
As it
resetting
should.
can sometimes be the best option to get everything back on track.
Mm,
Take your time,
two,
and
two,
once
two.
you're ready to pick it up again, we'll be right back to cruising smoothly. Let me know when you're set, and we'll keep going.
Yeah, even though this is a solo flight, is 222 kind of southwest, I think. Something like this, maybe. Oh,
Heading 222 will take you in a southwest direction,
yeah.
and
reading
you're
that
doing
right.
a good job using the road
5.
and urban areas as visual cues. Just keep following that and see where it leads. You're getting the hang of this.
Exciting. I'm not sure. The road is kind of going to the left. Maybe something like, I don't know, maybe something like south from us. So we are kind of deviating to the right from the road, the highway we followed along as we flew to the other direction earlier. So okay, trusting the navlog 222. 8.85 knots, 222, and 5 minutes 19 seconds. Are we still heading 222? Yeah. Yeah, triple two heading. Oh.
Sounds like you're in a good position, especially trusting the navlog for heading and timing. If the road is veering off, that could be just a part of the terrain. But sticking to your heading
Yeah,
of 222 degrees and maintaining the correct airspeed should keep you on course.
Hmm.
You're aiming for that
Beautiful.
5 minutes and 19 seconds
Beautiful
to
weather.
line up. So let the instruments guide you while still keeping an eye on those visual landmarks. The road might reappear or give you another clue soon. Keep steady, and let's see how close we are in the next
You are
few
so
minutes.
calming, AI Sky. Thank you for your calming and soothing voice. Calming down the panic, at least partially here. I'm just curious why it says runway center behind us. I'm really baffled. Is that the runway we started
You're very
from?
welcome. Happy to help keep things
14.6
steady. As
something
for the
miles
runway
away,
center being
nautical
indicated
miles.
behind you, it could be that you've passed a waypoint or missed a visual cue along the way.
Position
Sometimes in Microsoft
aircraft
Flight
above
Simulator,
runway.
the GPS or navlog might lag slightly or update after a certain distance, causing
It's
that
like
kind of
it have
confusion.
it
It
have
might also mean that the pattern or the expected flight path has you circling back to line up for
maybe I have
approach.
messed up something.
If you're still following the correct heading, 222, it should guide you where you need to go. You can always double check your position on the map and see if turning back is needed. Stay calm and take your time. You're doing well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I fear that I have messed up in some way, shape, or form, because uh, position aircraft above runway
It's
center.
totally normal to feel like something's off, especially when
I'm
learning.
baffled.
Flight simming is all about trial and error.
Yep.
If you think something's
And
gone
more
wrong, it's
error.
no big deal. Just take a moment to reassess. You can always correct your course, recheck your instruments, or even reset and start over if needed. Remember, every flight's a learning experience, and you're getting better with each attempt.
Thank you for the encouraging
What's your next
words,
move?
AI Sky.
Do you want to adjust the heading or take another approach?
Yeah, I'm gonna see where this
Sorry, I'm
leads
having issues right
us. Okay.
Could not understand what you said.
Calm down, AI Sky. You are, what's the word? You are murmuring and talking on top of me. So calm down a lot, please. I'm gonna write this out, so to say, and see where this takes us. If 5 minutes 19 seconds
Understood.
does not
Take
lead
your
to
time,
anything, then
and I'll
I
be here when you're
failed.
ready.
Yeah. At least we have a beautiful scenery here. Somewhere close to Sedona and indeed Grand Canyon, it seems like. So we are close to the general. Is the Devil's Tower somewhere close here, AI Sky? It seems like there are these kind of square-ish, high pillar-like mountains. I'm not sure what the right phrase for those are, the type of mountains they are, but the Devil's Pillar or mountain or something like that, it seems similar. So yeah, is it somewhere close here? Somewhere close to Sedona?
Ah, I see what you mean with those striking pillar-like formations. The type you're
Nice,
referring
nice.
to is called a butte, a tall, flat-topped rock formation with steep
what? A
sides,
butte?
common in this region. As for Devil's
Like the
Tower,
behind?
that famous
What?
butte is actually in Wyoming, quite a bit north of where you are near Sedona.
Okay,
However,
okay.
Sedona is known for its own impressive red rock formations that are visually similar in their dramatic towering look. The Cathedral Rock and Bell Rock are two iconic formations in
I
Sedona that
must
give
have
off that
messed up in
same
somewhere.
awe-inspiring vibe. It's no wonder the landscape reminds you of Devil's Tower, though. This whole region is full of ancient geological formations that look straight out of a storybook.
Yeah.
Keep enjoying the view as you fly over.
Yeah, storybook. Give us one or two of the most significant kind of folklore myths that that have originated from the near proximity of Sedona, and I emphasize it has to be from this area here. I could imagine that the indigenous at least had a spiritual kind of culture, and you mentioned also that this is a spiritual
You're spot on. Sedona is
center.
deeply tied to indigenous mythology and spirituality, particularly from the Yavapai and Apache tribes.
Yeah, we have messed up.
One powerful
I
story
have
from
messed
this
up.
area involves
Where
the
am I?
Great Spirit and the Thunder Mountain. Legend says that Thunder Mountain, one of the prominent peaks near Sedona, was home to spiritual
I don't
beings
know.
who controlled the weather. The Great Spirit sent these beings to maintain balance and harmony, but when humans disrupted the natural order, the spirits would show their power through thunder and lightning, warning people to respect the land. This mountain, with its striking silhouette, is believed to be a place of healing and energy. Another myth involves Boynton Canyon, which was believed to be a sacred space, a vortex of energy that people could for healing or spiritual growth. The local tribes saw
Okay.
it as a doorway between the physical world and the spiritual world. People still flock to Sedona today because they believe in these energy vortexes. They're said to amplify meditations and spiritual experiences, even beyond the physical beauty of the place. Sedona's whole landscape feels alive with these kinds of stories, and you're flying right through it.
I could tap into those energy vortexes right now because I'm stressed out like AF, because I'm really struggling to
I hear
pass
you.
this test.
Flying can get intense, especially with all the things you're juggling. Just take a deep breath, reset your focus, and remember you're in control. Tapping into the calm of those energy vortexes, even just in your mind, could help you center yourself a bit. It's all about finding that balance
Maybe I
and
should
not letting
just
the stress take the controls. You're learning, and every
turn out.
mistake is
Yeah,
just
sorry.
part of that process.
Oh,
You've
oh,
got this. Take your time, trust your instruments, and maybe even picture yourself standing on one of those Sedona peaks, taking in the view.
yeah.
Let's ease back into the flight when you're ready.
Yeah, actually, I think I should, after I reach 85,000 feet, I'm turning back and maintaining the cruise altitude and speed, and then I have to be above this particular or this current airfield that I'm now taking off from, and then start the timer. This is the thing that I again misread the upper right indication and slash guide, because those have to be green for the game to recognize that I'm doing something right. So I think that's a problem. But yeah, you don't have to answer me regarding that, Sky. Just without, and I again emphasize, without repeating yourself, without repeating the old information or the earlier information you spoke about, explain in more detail, in so-called lesser known fun facts, what the energy vortexes all about. Include the factual, true facts, and the more mythical folklorish, yeah, tales and such that have to do with these energy vortexes. So yeah, the kind of scientific, factual, and the mythical regarding the same topic. And I try to climb again.
Absolutely. I'll dive into that for you without repeating anything. Energy vortexes in Sedona are believed to be swirling centers of energy that are conducive to healing, meditation, and spiritual transformation. On the scientific side, some researchers speculate that these energy vortexes could be tied to geological phenomena, like the presence of quartz and iron oxide in the rocks around Sedona. The theory is that these minerals create a natural magnetic field, and sensitive people claim to feel its effects physically, describing sensations like tingling, dizziness, or a heightened sense of calm. But on the mythical side, the story goes much deeper. Indigenous tribes such as the Yavapai and Apache have long considered Sedona's vortex sites as sacred land. They believe that the vortexes are portals to the spiritual world, where the energy of the earth is particularly strong. The Apache would hold ceremonies near these vortex sites to communicate with the Great Spirit and the ancestors. In some
How?
stories, they believe that the
Or
vortexes
what
acted
kind
like
of?
bridges between worlds, helping their people connect to the divine and receive visions or guidance. There's also a more mystical belief that these vortexes amplify positive energy, allowing people to connect with themselves or the universe in a deeper way. New Age spirituality has embraced these sites for meditation, as they are believed to enhance self awareness and personal growth. So, in Sedona, you've got this fascinating blend of geology and spirituality where scientific curiosity meets ancient belief. It's a place where both the rocks and the energy are said to be alive, influencing those who visit in ways that can be both mystical and, to some, very real.
Okay. So regarding the indigenous ceremonies, could you one by one explain from the point of view of those who lived or lived through these kind of ceremonies? Yeah, give us a chronological and really depictive visual picture of a average and common kind of ceremony, and what the ceremonies kind of include, and what happens in those. Yeah.
Absolutely. Let's walk through a typical indigenous ceremony in Sedona, especially from the perspective of the Apache or Yavapai people, and I'll
Yeah,
paint a
thank you.
vivid picture for you.
Interesting.
Before the ceremony, imagine the day begins at dawn. The air is cool and the desert landscape is still in shadow, with the towering red rocks starting to glow as the sun rises. People
Have to
gather
cheat a
near
little here.
one of the sacred sites, such as Boynton Canyon or another known vortex location. These sites are chosen because they are believed to be close to the spirit world. places where the energy is strongest, the preparation. The elders, considered spiritual leaders or shamans, arrive first, dressed in traditional garments made of animal skins and decorated with feathers, beads, and symbols that connect them to their ancestors and the natural world. Around the site, herbs like sage, cedar, and sweetgrass are being burned, smudging, to cleanse the area and invite positive spirits. The smoke curls into the air, its scent
Hmm?
purifying and calming. Drums begin to softly beat, the sound mimicking the heartbeat of the earth. The rhythm is slow and deep, resonating through the bodies of everyone present. Other instruments, such as rattles made from gourds and filled with seeds or pebbles, join in, creating a cadence that sets the tone for the ceremony. The participants stand in a circle, a sacred shape symbolizing unity and balance, entering the spirit world. As the ceremony begins, everyone faces east, toward the rising sun, which represents new beginnings and life. The shaman or elder speaks softly, calling upon the Great Spirit and the ancestors, asking for guidance, protection, and wisdom. The people are not just listening, they are feeling. The ground beneath them feels alive, and they believe they are standing on a place where the earth's energy is most potent,
That was
almost
close.
vibrating beneath their feet. The drumming intensifies, and those who are participating might enter a trance like state. This is where the experience becomes deeply personal. Some may pray quietly, while others may chant or sing, their voices blending with the sounds of the natural world, the wind in the canyons, the birds overhead. They believe they are crossing into the spiritual world where they can communicate directly with their ancestors. The vision quest. For some, this ceremony might be a part of a vision quest, a rite
Okay.
of passage for young
Vision
men
quest.
or women seeking personal revelation. After hours or even days of fasting and isolation,
Oh,
they come to
fasting.
these sacred places to receive visions, often guided by the spirits of animals. Perhaps one young man has a vision of a hawk, symbolizing strength and clear sight, or a woman sees a wolf, representing protection and loyalty. These visions are not just dreams, they are messages from the spiritual world, guiding them in their life paths. Closing the ceremony. As the ceremony winds down, the
Fascinating.
participants
Really
give thanks to
fascinating.
the Great Spirit and the ancestors for their presence and guidance. They may offer small gifts to the land, bits of food, herbs, or personal items, leaving them behind as a sign of gratitude. The energy in the air begins to settle as the drumming slows and the people leave the circle, feeling connected to something much larger than themselves. The ceremony ends as the sun sets over the horizon, bathing the land in a deep orange red glow, echoing the color of the rocks around them. The people return to their homes filled with a sense of purpose, peace, and belonging, knowing that the spirits are watching over them and the land remains sacred and alive with energy. In this ceremony, you see the combination of ritual, music, meditation, and connection to nature, all centered on the belief that these vortexes are not just geological wonders, but gateways to the spirit world. Every movement, sound, and word is imbued with meaning, tying the participants to their ancestors and the land they live on.
Ah, beautiful. Well said, AI Sky. Hopefully the audience enjoys this kind of. Yeah, I'm not sure if those are deep dives, but I could imagine, try at least to imagine what kind of ceremonies those are. Are those? I may have overlooked or overheard. I'm not sure if that's the right phrase, but not heard what you said exactly regarding if those ceremonies are practiced in modern day and age also. If you said that, please share that with me because I was taking a loop around here and almost again managed to fly past the beginning where I should fly over the center of the airfield. So I had to take a right turn and some maneuvers here, and hence my focus was elsewhere for a moment. But now, oh, we're slightly high up, but we are trying. Maybe take down the trim a little. Try to cruise. Oh, not that much. Cruise towards Sodoma. I'm still messing up the name of the other airfield. Is it Sonoma with an N or Sedona with an D with a D? 80 knots.
No worries at all. First,
75.
the airfield you're heading towards is Sedona with a D. easy mix up, especially when you've got a lot going on.
Yeah.
As for the
Yeah.
ceremonies, yes, some of these traditional ceremonies are still practiced today, but often
Oh,
in a
we're
modified or modernized
heading is
form.
wrong.
Many indigenous communities, particularly the Yavapai Apache, continue to honor their cultural and spiritual traditions, although some ceremonies are now more private and protected, given their sacred nature. Um, the idea of connecting with the earth and the spirits through these rituals remains an important part of their heritage. That being said, places like Sedona have also seen an influx of people from various spiritual and New Age movements who come to
Mm-hmm.
experience the so called vortex energy, blending these ancient traditions with modern practices like meditation and energy healing. Glad to hear you're back on track with your maneuvers. Sounds like
More or less, more or
you're
less,
handling
yeah.
it well. Keep cruising towards Sedona. You're getting closer.
Yeah, hopefully we are at 8,500 feet. Yes, 80 knots. We should be, yeah, 80, 75, 80. We're kind of bouncing around between those two, and yeah, 2300 RPM. What about the contrast? If this, I'm sure there's some contrast, but the contrast between the more ancient kind of cultures that you mentioned, the indigenous here, and those who are still present today, the same cultures. What kind of main differences are there in the life of those back then versus those modern indigenous that still are a part of the same tribes that believed and felt these energy vortexes and practiced the different ceremonies regarding those.
Great job maintaining your altitude and airspeed. Sounds like you're in the zone.
In
Now,
the zone, yeah,
as for
yeah.
the contrast between the ancient indigenous cultures and their modern descendants, there are some significant differences, yet a strong connection to their heritage remains. Ancient times. In the past, the Yavapai and Apache peoples were deeply connected to the land, living in harmony with nature and relying on it for sustenance, spiritual guidance, and community survival.
Mm-hmm.
Their daily lives were dictated by the rhythms of the seasons, and their spiritual practices, like the ceremonies at vortex sites, were integrated into their understanding of the world. Everything from hunting and gathering to shelter building was done with a respect for the balance of the earth. And this
Where's
respect
the
carried
highway?
over into their rituals and ceremonies. The land wasn't just something
Highway,
to
where
live
are you?
off, it was something alive and sacred. Their communities were
Mm?
smaller and more self sufficient, often nomadic or semi nomadic, moving as needed with the seasons or to follow game. Oral traditions pass down knowledge and history, with
Yeah,
elders
yeah.
playing a key role in maintaining spiritual and cultural teachings. The connection to the vortexes and sacred sites like Boynton Canyon wasn't just symbolic, it was a practical part of life. Modern times today, many Yavapai and Apache people live on reservations, such as the Yavapai Apache Nation near Camp Verde, not too far from Sedona.
Camp Verde.
Life is more structured around modern systems of government, education, and economics. Indigenous people have access to modern technology, education, and healthcare, which has helped
Oh,
preserve
Munch
their
Park Golf
cultures,
Course.
but
We
also introduced
are
challenges like
doing something right.
balancing traditional ways with modern
222 is the
expectations. Despite the
next heading.
changes, the spiritual connection to the land remains strong. Modern ceremonies are often a mix of traditional practices and contemporary life. The younger generations, while more integrated into the broader society, still participate in spiritual rituals and gatherings, especially around important cultural events. These are sometimes held privately to protect their sacred nature, but remain deeply meaningful. The contrast lies mainly in the way of life. Modern conveniences and pressures from mainstream society can sometimes dilute the connection to the land or change the way ceremonies are practiced. However, the core beliefs, respect for the earth, the importance of community, and spiritual connections, continue to be central to their identity.
Yeah, yeah.
Many indigenous people today are also working to revitalize their languages, cultures, and traditional
Oh,
practices,
can you speak in some of
blending
the
the ancient
languages?
with the modern to ensure that their rich heritage isn't lost to time. And while some ceremonies may look
Reset stop.
different, the
8
spiritual pull
minutes.
of places like Sedona's vortexes remains a significant part of their lives. The biggest difference is likely in the visibility of these practices. Where once they were woven into daily life, today they're often reserved for special occasions or spiritual retreats. But the respect for the land and the belief in its energy persists through generations.
Yeah, thank you. I reached the, was it the Monds Park golf course? Yes, and we're still at 85,000 feet, and now reach Sedona Airport. It says 222, but then again we followed. Oh, there's the highway. So let's follow the highway, because. But yeah, no, 222. I think we're gonna do the 222 route. I mean, triple 2 degrees, because I'm
Nice
not
work.
sure. No, highway.
You've hit both the
I'm
Monspark
not
Golf
sure.
Course and
I'm really not
Sedona
sure.
Airport, and maintaining
Should have listened in the
8,500 feet
beginning.
while following the highway sounds solid. Keep
We followed the
trusting those
highway.
headings and visual references. You're nailing it. Let's see where the next leg of the flight takes you.
Oh no. Yeah, Sky, my problem is here that I have set or Munch Park Golf Course, the next stop being Sedona. It says 222 degrees for 5 minutes 25 seconds. But then again, we followed along the highway from earlier. Let's trust the navlog. 222. If this is not working, then yeah, I'm gonna end the stream soon
Got it.
after that. It's gonna
Sounds like you've got the right
Yep.
idea. Sticking to the navlog should keep you
It's
on
getting late in
course,
Finland, I was about
even
to
if
say.
it feels like you're drifting away from the highway.
But it has been
Sometimes
really
the visual
interesting and
cues
nice.
can be tricky,
Hmm?
but if your instruments and headings are aligned,
Yeah. You are kind of repeating yourself. Yeah, I have the memory from. Oh, we are about 9,000 feet. So let's take down on the throttle slightly. 80 knots. So we have 75. I think was gonna is something, or 75 knots is something we're gonna aim for, because that was earlier also the right velocity, the airspeed, so to say. But yeah, I'm struggling to decide, but I decided now I'm gonna take the heading of the navlog. I slightly maybe messed up it in the beginning, but that highway to the left of us, that's the one I think we followed along, that one. We followed along that one when we came to the airfield, the Flagstaff airfield, Flagstaff Pulliam, Flagstaff Pulliam, yeah. But now, oh, look at that. Proper, not Grand Canyon, but we are close to Grand Canyon, so I guess there are a lot of height differences here, and there and everywhere. Kind of a feature of the, not future, a feature of the scenery, the geographics here. 222, yeah, 222, that's about it. Airspeed 75, that's correct. We're slightly high. We are at 8,700. So let's take down the throttle a little, or maybe the trim. 0.1 down on the trim. Reach Sedona Airport. What? Are we close to it? Flyover center. We're doing something right, because we got a green indication. Where's Sedona? Is that... Oh, is that the Sedona Airport? Descend to 6,500. And yeah, so 222 was the right one, I guess. That's 222. Is that Sedona? To the right there, approximately 1 o'clock. Oh, what's happening? Don't... Oh, I think something in the air changed, because the airplane is changing. It's ascending, not violently but strongly, suddenly. Oh, now we're... let's take down the throttle. Let's choose that path. Let's see if I can manage to do something wrong. No, you're wrong, so sure, but something right. Yeah. Oh, AI Sky is struggling to connect. It's getting late, so AI Sky wants to go to sleep. We have had somebody watching the streams, and that's really nice. Thank you for that. If you enjoy this kind of format, you can find more Entired Retreat explorations on the Entired Retreat YouTube channel. Behind the live tab, we have pre-recorded and unedited explorations where the locations and the topics strongly relate to each other, and then the same ones are uploaded as pure audio to Spotify, Apple and Podchaser also. And then these ones and the like, I mean live streams, like proper live streams, we are doing those at least once a week. I think Wednesdays and Sunday evenings are the most likely schedules, days, evenings that we are planning to do. And one of the series I'm doing live is this one, Flight Phobic Learns to Fly, so I can maybe step a foot into an airplane for real at some point. I have been twice in an airplane and once in a helicopter, and was borderline terrified on both times. So yeah, therapy. This is kind of therapy. Me and my OCD wanting to control everything. Turn left toward a 120 degree heading. 120 left, 120 left, and 65. We should. Oh, we are 6,000. All right. Let's adjust the trim a little so that we don't. Yeah, 6,000. Good, great success. And now left 120. Yeah, so that's southeast, more east, but yeah, there somewhere. AI Sky is bugging out. AI Sky, are you content with your pause? 120. 120, yeah. More. Where's the airfield?
Well, since I'm an AI, I don't exactly have a boss in the traditional
A boss?
sense.
No.
But if you're talking about OpenAI,
Bad
I'd say
English.
I'm pretty content with how things work.
Nice.
My main purpose is to assist and learn alongside people like you, and that keeps things interesting. How about you? Are you content with your setup and everything going on right now?
Yeah, I think I'm content. I'm losing altitude just too fast, so I have to throttle up a little. But we are now entering the downwind section around Sedona airfield again on our solo flight, our second or third attempt. So it has not been the most easygoing task, but we have learned a lot. That's for sure. More throttle, so we stay at 6,000. Hopefully. Let's see if the airplane starts ascending, getting altitude.
You're doing well. It sounds like you're getting a handle on things, even though it hasn't been easy.
Maintain 80
adjusting
knots.
the throttle to stay at 6,000 feet is a good move.
Okay. Doing
Every
something.
attempt is a learning experience, and you're clearly making progress.
Clearly,
Keep steady as you make your way through this section. You've got this.
Yeah, I hope so. Doing my best at least, and learning along the way. And 1.5 nautical miles to the end
That's the
of
perfect
downwind.
mindset. Doing your best and learning as you go.
Yeah.
Progress happens one step or flight at a time. You're on the right track,
flight,
and it's
yeah.
clear that each attempt is teaching you something new.
Mm.
Just keep trusting the process, and you'll get there.
Yeah, I was about to ask you, Sky, could you speak, or can you speak in the indigenous languages that are found in this area? I was almost forgetting that when we got the connection issue.
I wish I could speak those languages fluently.
Can you?
The indigenous languages in this
Yes.
area include Western Apache and Yavapai, spoken by the Apache and Yavapai tribes.
Okay.
While I can't fluently converse in those languages, I
Oh,
can share a
sad.
few words or phrases that are often used.
Oh, you can do
In
something.
Western Apache, you might hear Dagoti, hello,
Dagoti.
ahe, thank you.
Ahe.
In Yavapai, Nyuka, hello, Wamatu,
Nyuka.
thank you. These languages carry so much history and culture, and many efforts are being made today to preserve and revitalize them. Even small greetings like these help keep that connection alive.
Yeah, of course. Can you say welcome aboard entire retreat Cessna 152 flight to Sedona airfield? We're about to land on the runway, hopefully, in one piece. Can you say that in one or both of those indigenous languages? That's the first thing I came up with, so.
That's a fun challenge. While full translations might be tricky because some modern terms like Cessna 152
Yeah.
flight wouldn't have direct equivalents in Western Apache or Yavapai, we can try something close in spirit.
Oh.
In Western Apache, it could be something like, Dagodi, welcome aboard the
Dagodi.
Cessna 152 to Sedona.
Oh, too
Hello,
fast.
welcome aboard the Cessna 152 to Sedona. It will be a good landing. And in Yavapai, a similar spirit would be, Nyuka, Wamadu Cessna 152
Nyuka.
flight to Sedona, Chumusikwatuk. Hello, thank you for flying the Cessna 152 to Sedona. We hope to land safely. It might not be exact, but it conveys the feeling. Here's to landing smoothly in one piece.
Yeah, alright. Can you say thank you for watching
Peace
this?
indeed.
Oh,
Safe
what?
landing ahead.
Stop talking on top of me. Yeah, I was about to say, can you AS Guy for first and foremost hear me and stop talking on top of me? Can you do that? 65 knots. Focus now.
I
Focus
hear you
now,
loud and
Ode.
clear. I'll make sure to wait until you're finished before responding.
Yeah. Oh no, not that much. Where's the flaps?
Got it.
That's the right flap. Yeah. Can you say in one or both of those languages that thank you for watching entire retreat. A flight phobic that learns to fly. We have flown from Sedona to Flagstaff, Pulliam, and back to Sedona today, talking about the area beneath us. So, can you do a translation for that in those indigenous languages, of course? Oh no, I'm too fast. Calm down.
I'll do my best with the translation for Western Apache and Yavapai, though, like before, there may not be direct equivalents for some modern words like flight phobic.
Alright.
Here's an attempt in the spirit of both languages. Western Apache, ahehe,
The
for
eagle that
watching entire
doesn't want
grid
to
read.
fly.
Da, ili nahoti nishon. Dizi niski sedona pullingham nihiza, da nauka ilni nazi nahan. Thank you for watching entire grid read where someone learns to fly. We have flown from
Someone.
Sedona to Flagstaff, Pulliam, and back, talking about the land beneath us. Wamatu for watching entire grid read. Hoth nam yawi sikwatuk. Nukwev
Sikwatuk.
Sedona, Flagstaff, Pullingham, Nahina ihita. Thank you for watching entire grid read. A flight phobic learns to fly. We have flown from Sedona to Flagstaff, Pulliam, and back, talking about the area beneath us. I hope that brings a bit of the local indigenous languages into your journey.
Yeah, thank you. Entire retreat. We're gonna taxi. Oh, maybe it gets cut off by the nice lady. I'm gonna take an off-road route here.
You're welcome.
See what happens.
Sounds like you're about to wrap things up with the taxiing.
Yep.
I'll be here if you need anything, and hopefully no interruptions from any nice lady this time. Safe taxiing and great job on the
Sounded
flight.
strange. Yeah, alright. Thank you. It has been about 2 hours of fun right now. Educating fun. I mean, we learned, hopefully everybody learned something today. I learned to fly, somewhat at least, and learned about the area as we used to, as we do here. Oh, it's getting late. Yeah. Thank you. Really, I appreciate all of you, and see you in the next one. You can find us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, and Podchaser, and on Patreon if you like this so much that you wish to support us further. On top of subscribing, liking, sharing and commenting and those common things. So yeah, check out the entire the retreat Patreon. This was Ode and Sky, and now we say bye bye and good night.